Welcome back to Intoxicated Opinions. We appreciate you tuning in. Hey, coming from two light skins behind this camera,
over there,
in front of this camera, on your TV, we're going to talk about racism. Does it still exist? You know, some may even say, hey, bro, you white. You don't get a say to even evaluate if racism still exists because you've never experienced it, right? Okay.
I don't think a lot of people experience it. They say white men experience racism now. I'm like, do you feel that? Okay. 'Cause I was just confused. I think everybody likes to play the victim.
I ain't a victim. I'm a victimizer. Womanizer.
Oh my goodness.
Not a colonizer.
All right, Drake.
Hey.
Heard you like him young.
Okay, so we were in a video and I said something about, his skin looks really light. Is he doing a Beyonce, bleach for his skin? One.
Yeah, I don't know.
But Beyonce does look hella lighter.
She does.
Yeah, why?
I have no idea.
Michael Jackson went hella lighter. Why?
The perception. Sammy
The
Sosa.
lighter the skin, the lesser the threat. Is that what you're saying?
More of acceptance.
That's why white people like Patrick Mahomes, huh?
They don't like his daddy.
Dang.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I think people like his daddy. I don't know. My community do.
What do you think about racism? Because I'm not qualified.
I think it's just your perception is going to be way different than mine, just because of my lived experience. So, like, take for example, a recent prejudice, stereotype, it's racist thing that I had to go through was I go to the gym.
Right.
I'm a faithful gym goer. And I walked in and I have a screenshot of my pass. And so when I walked in, he says, as soon as I walked in, he was like, do you got a screenshot? If so, you got to log in and do it through that way. So my antennas went up. My antennas go up because I know when I'm being profiled. And so I was like, my stuff has always worked when I go, because I went to Berry Road. So I went to Berry Road instead of going to my normal gym, right? And so he was like, a lot of people come through. We want to cut down on fraud and people using other people's screenshot. I get it. So I watched them. So I seen family after family come in and screenshot after screenshot come in of people that aren't black. And it was no introduction to this, you got a screenshot. Whereas with me, it was.
So you felt like because you were black, he stopped you and said, hey, I want to double check your credentials.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
No doubt.
Guys, I got a screenshot.
You see that?
The problem is someone stopped me and said, hey, you have to log in every time to get a new one because every couple minutes it changes the QR code. That's what he said to me. When I beeped it, it said beep. I walked on. Excuse me, sir. What? You talking to me? You know I'm white, right? What do you mean you talking to me? That's what they told me. I don't know. That's just what they told me. So I got stopped for a screenshot too.
Mine ain't never. How long did you have it?
Like a week? I don't know.
I haven't. I took a screenshot literally probably over a month ago. Been using it. Perfectly fine.
No one said nothing.
Nothing.
And so the saving grace to your story is you've seen other families come in that were not.
Right.
And that makes sense.
And it would have been, like I said.
But you showed it, you logged in, you got your new screenshot, you checked in, you good.
Yeah.
But then you wanted to sit and observe, huh?
Yeah. See how his interaction was with other people.
He was white.
I don't know whether he was white or Mexican. He had a beanie on and black hair.
Just go whoop his ass.
I was going to call Ice.
Dang.
Yeah, I was. Crazy, huh?
You should have said, hey, bro, here's me. If I'm getting called out on something and it bothers me, not a lot bothers me, but if it did bother me, Okay. I'm going to log in. I'm going to stand right here. Everyone that comes in, if they got a screenshot, you better say the same thing.
But he didn't.
But I would have told him verbally.
Oh, he was gone by the time I left. Yeah. But I observed. I watched. Yeah.
Let's go back there.
Because I don't want to just immediately just...
Let's do an experiment. I'm going to walk in with my old screenshot. Check in. Walk by. And then I'll stand a couple feet away. Then I'll let you walk in with the old screenshot. Check in. Let's see what happens.
I got mine. It's out here too. Just because I just want to see if it's like that everywhere.
Would you consider that racism or prejudice? Prejudice, I guess.
From my experience, my lived experience is racism.
Okay.
And
But it's from a non-white, maybe. He could be Mexican.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people outside of black people, I feel like Chinese people is racist.
Towards black people?
Yeah.
So,
I feel like Chinese, I feel like Arabs, I feel like Africans. Towards black Americans, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. It shows. It definitely shows. And then when they want something, they'll group black people in with them.
Yeah.
So, like DEI, didn't help black people. But for some reason, black people tend to take the mantle for other groups of people just based off of the hardships that we went through.
Right.
And I'm like, why are we standing with deportation? And those people usually don't stand with us, or they blame us when things don't go their way. Mm-hmm. Like, I've seen a lot of TikToks and a lot of social media where those people are like, we're all the black people. We stood for George Floyd. And I'm like, stupid ass, you wouldn't even be in this country if it wasn't for us and having birthright citizenships. And to me, it's just like, it goes back to, you want us to always fight for what y'all want.
Right.
But never stand up for us.
That's fair. So,
and then on top of that, you don't like it when your family members, your daughters date black people. You find that very, and I'm not gonna say I agree with it, but from their standpoint of don't do that because you'll be less than. I don't like that. I don't. Okay. Now, if it's just I want our culture to stay the same, I respect that.
What would you do if your daughter brings home a white boyfriend?
I would tell white friend.
Boyfriend.
Yeah, I'd be against it.
Why is that okay? And I couldn't be against my daughter bringing home a black boyfriend.
You can. I just said that.
But then that would be racist.
No, it wouldn't.
Oh, your dad's racist.
No, it wouldn't.
He don't like me because I'm black. No, I don't want you to date my daughter.
But again, I don't know about the white culture. But like Chinese have a certain culture. Indians have a certain culture. Africans have a certain culture. And I don't mind them being like, I don't want them to date my whatever daughter.
Right.
Based off of that. But saying that if you date this person, you're going to have a worse life. Or they're no good because that's where I have the problem. That's a lot of sentiment in older, different cultures.
Let's do away with culture. What are we doing? It's 2025. There ain't no real culture still hanging on.
That's the problem.
Is it the problem?
Yeah.
Or is it the solution?
Yeah, culture is...
Free for all, baby.
Nah, we got to have values. We got to have certain...
We already a big melting pot of people and colors and sizes, shapes, genders.
No, we not.
Yeah.
I mean, we have it, but don't mean
you mixed. Black and Native American.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, black and white. So eventually, we all just gonna have a little something of everything.
Yeah, but there are certain instances where Patrick Mahomes being biracial ain't gonna matter, and we know this. A lot of people act like, oh no, that's just one instance. Nah, it happens a lot. I've been set on plenty of curves because it's us and a group of other people, or I've been told that we had to leave a certain establishment because we was a group, but I seen a group of white kids be there. So in my life, my lived experience, I've just seen it firsthand. So I know what it looks like. And I feel like that's impeding my life. You know, if you want to be racist, you want to spout your racist thing, you want to, throw up your sign, be free. I don't really care about that. But when you start to impede my life, what I do, things that I do,
yeah,
that's why I have a problem. Yeah, like I said, people can say what they want to say. That just shows me your true colors. I don't really care.
What is one of your favorite artists? They said racism still living. The CIA and the KKK and the Bloods and Crips. Black Eyed Peas, you know that.
That's old, man.
Where is the love? The love.
I mean, you know, we got plenty of people who talk about just everybody being together.
All I'm saying is Martin Luther King said, I hope I'm not judged by the color of my skin, but the content of my character, and the content of people's character.
And before he died, he realized what he was doing was wrong.
What?
Yeah.
Come on. What is this? Is this new information that's just coming out?
Yes. Like I said, people hear the good stories of Martin Luther King.
He realized what he was doing was wrong.
Yeah. He saw that for segregation, it did not help his people. And it didn't. We as black people, we've never been given our just deserves. We've never been given a fair shot. We've always had to potentially work harder or show different. Or,
no, hold up.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you a white man's perspective.
Yeah, go ahead.
My boss is black. I love her.
Okay.
You black. I love you.
Yeah, that's fine. That don't mean that we don't have to work harder. That don't mean that we don't have to fit into certain cultural norms to be accepted. Like when I sit up there and I watch Elon Musk, a white man, bring his son to work day in the White Office, in the Oval Office.
Didn't they do sneeze on the desk and shit? Get burgers
all this shit that we know wouldn't have been acceptable had it been a black man. Mm-hmm. We know that. But we make it seem like, oh man, it's just my whole life I've been told we have to dress up. We can't wear our pants. This man come in with a blazer, a t-shirt, jeans, and shoes. But it's okay for him to do that.
I liked you when you had your pants tag in.
I'm not saying I have to sag, but why do I have to look the part? Why do I have to dress up in a suit to be?
You ain't got to do nothing.
I do.
You in a t-shirt and a hat, bro.
I do. We on a podcast. We're on a podcast. If I'm going to the Oval Office, if I'm going to the White House, what's going to be expected of me?
Okay, when like the Super Bowl champions visit the White House, they all wearing suits.
White and black. What's going to be expected of me?
Everyone going to wear a suit.
What's going to happen if I don't? Oh, he's not American. He don't believe in the same values.
What's going to happen if a white Eagles player go to the Oval
Not
Office?
A thing.
What?
Not a thing.
You don't believe that?
No, nothing at all. People
it's still the same set standard. Hey, you come here, you dress.
People are not even going to bat an eye.
What?
Not going to bat an eye. Not going to care. Only thing that's going to be pointed out is the difference. That he's allowed to do that and nobody says anything. I guarantee you the opposite end of the spectrum is going to be like, well, he doesn't need to wear a suit. Suits are so played out. Why do we need to wear a suit? But again, we know these are the cultural differences. These are the perceptions that are made.
I mean, to be fair, what are we only like 60 years out of segregation? That's
close, ain't it?
That's short.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want my reparation.
What's a reparation?
I want my money. I don't understand how all these
those are gonna get you your money.
We want to talk about things again. Why did we pay for Holocaust survivors?
Who is we?
America. Why did we?
Bro,
no, I don't want to hear it because why do we pay for Holocaust and we just talk about paying people that don't have nothing to do with America? Why do we play Asians or Chinese people for why do we pay them reparations? But we still neglected black people, even though we worked for free, built this country up, worked for a lot of the rights and a lot of the freedoms that other groups have, but we overlook constantly. And then we're told that, oh, y'all got it good. Y'all can be anything y'all want to. You see Barack Obama, he was a president. Come on now, man. I don't like hearing that it doesn't exist. Well, we can be real and know it does exist.
I don't think it'll never stop existing, but I think the severity of
people ain't getting hung no more like they used to.
I think the opportunities for a black man and a white man are going to be more closer now than they've ever been. I hire all the time. I do interviews all the time. If a white dude comes in with flip flops and sweatpants, I will not hire him. If a black dude comes in with flip flops and sweatpants, I will not hire him. It's an interview. There's a set standard. You need to, dress appropriately for a first impression and a job interview. I picked the best person for the candidate for the job.
How?
Talk to me. Are you personable? Can you hold a conversation? Are you kind of weird? Nope, you fit in perfectly. Do you have the experience to do what the job asks? Okay. Bro, we have more Mexicans and black people at our job than white. So
That doesn't mean anything.
and my boss is black. I just told you that. It just means there's opportunities for all. In my view, because I haven't went through the personal experiences.
There's something that I want to talk to you about off camera because I have this wonderful idea that would alleviate some of this, but I don't want somebody to take it, if that makes sense.
You don't want them to steal it.
Yeah, basically.
You have an idea to alleviate some racism.
Yeah. Well, opportunity. Yeah.
Cut right here.